Hey guys, what is going on, Dave? See, yeah. Welcome to the show, and let's get started. Welcome, welcome. Let me get my co-host on. What's going on, Green Ranger 1701? How
What's
you
up,
doing,
my
brother?
guy?
Hey, 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 guys. Welcome to the show. Happy Saturday to you, my brother. Happy Saturday to you. We are here live from Alaska in our 70-degree weather today.
Yeah, yeah, it's been nice. The wife's been out on it all afternoon. She's been loving it.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine. Good lord. Um, how's everybody doing? Oh, the font makes my comment look even cooler. Yeah, yeah. Awesome, man. So, yeah, up here we've been enjoying some good weather right now. Some great hiking weather, to say the least. What'd you do today? What'd you do,
Huh,
Brandon?
I did a lot of homework,
Homework.
and
Oh
then
no.
I got done like a couple of hours ago, and I spent like an hour outside with the wife, and it was 70 degrees, the sun's beating down, and then clouds rolled in, and we got a massive set of thunder for like 45 minutes. So, like anybody
Wow.
who's in Anchorage knows what I'm talking about, but you don't get that very often here. So. I actually recorded some, including my daughter screaming and running into the house. It was really entertaining. So,
Yeah. I went. I'm gonna see if I can bring it up here. But so I went hiking today, and I decided to listen to Amy, and Amy was like, "You need to bring all three dogs. Don't just bring one dog." I said, "Okay, I'll try." So I brought
that's a lot of work.
yeah, I'll tell you what happened here. So
Oh
I
no.
brought so here let's bring up picture number one. Let me see if I can do this here. Yeah, so there's picture number one. That's Loki and Princess there, and then
Princess looks so excited.
oh my God, dude. So then had Vader with us. So here, let's bring that one up.
That's the new one, right?
Yeah, that's the new Shepherd there.
Yeah. Such a beautiful dog.
And then all of a sudden, you know, had all of us there. Had my Captain America representing,
Nice.
and we were just getting ready. Everything was peaceful, you know, and got on the trail all happy, and then things just started going sideways. This is just me.
Literally, it looks like.
Yeah, yeah. And that backpack, I did. Amy didn't give me the tutorial on how to use it. I don't know if you could see my mouse point, but basically, there's a pocket there where the dog's head could pop out. I didn't know about that, so
Yeah.
Loki couldn't fit in that thing the way I had it set up because I clearly didn't know what I was
Oh.
doing. And then, yeah, so we're heading up this trail. Everything's good. We get up the stair side of the butte. For people that know the butte, there's a significant stair side there. That's what causes most of your exercise there too. This is here. Let me see. I can bring up the flyer for. Oh well. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's me on the stairs last weekend with Garrett there. But here, let me see if I can give you guys a good view of the stairs here. So this is the stairs here. I made it right to about the top of there, Brandon. Right to the top of those stairs, and then
Uh-huh.
a Chihuahua came down with their owner, and apparently the Chihuahua must have said something to me that apparently Princess thought that she needed to step in and defend my honor. And what I can tell you is, I got dragged down all of those stairs.
Oh my
All three
gosh.
dogs decided that they were offended and that they were fluent in Spanish and that they were not going to tolerate their daddy getting insulted. And they dragged me down those stairs. Dragged me
Or maybe
down.
your dogs like Chihuahuas as much as I do.
Oh my God, dude. It was off the chain. So I ended up getting bruised up pretty bad, man.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that
I
means
was
you're gonna
like,
feel it tomorrow.
yeah, I'm definitely feeling it tomorrow, man. These dogs dragged me down, and I was like, ugh. But I love them to death. Like, I can't get too mad at them because the whole purpose of them doing what they did was to defend me. I don't know if I.
Right.
Oh no, it doesn't. That picture wasn't good there. I had a picture of my. They had busted off my Apple Watch at one point. I was all bruised up.
Oh
That's nothing
dang.
now. It's a lot worse now. But it's like I get it. They're trying to defend Daddy, and
Yeah.
what am I gonna do, right? So I'm not gonna get too mad at them for that. But at the same time, I was like, oh God, guys, I was trying to convince them. Hey man, I know them. I know them. We're good. We're good. Yeah, I know that
You may
dude.
want to take that ice plunge tomorrow. That's gonna be a good
Yeah,
day to take an ice plunge.
yeah, man. I was like, damn, man, I'm just trying to stay fit. Y'all are trying to break me. But and then yeah. So God, yeah, I was bruised up pretty bad. But it's worth it to get out there and do things. The whole reason that we ended up shutting down the shop was I was having.
Guys, is that him or me? Can you hear me, Lou?
Okay, how about now?
Now.
I heard
Yeah.
like a pop outside, and all of a sudden this went down. So really weird.
Okay. So, all right. I thought it was me for a second. Okay.
No, it was
Cool.
me. So I don't know
All
how
right.
much you guys missed, but anyway, the whole reason that we shut down the shop was because I was having to choose between my health and keeping the shop open. And so I started taking care of my health. And if you're in good health, you can start doing things like running a business and taking care of family and everything else. I went literally from 240 pounds down to 180 pounds doing carnivore diet, thank you, sir, thank you, doing regular exercise every day. And the carnivore diet is just basically you eat meat, fish, dairy, anything from an animal, and then drink water. The goal is simply to eliminate unnecessary carbs, sugars, all the bad stuff that your body that actually feeds cancer and everything else. So that was like my goal, and I've always admired you because I mean I always wondered why you were able to do these prolonged shows in some pretty heavy cosplay outfits and be there
Yeah.
like
Some
all
of them are
day.
hefty.
So what's your secret?
Well, first of all, endurance. Some of
Yeah,
those
yeah,
costumes are heavy and they get really hot, especially, like the one for the Batman. It's like there's so much latex and rubber and stuff. Like it's heavy and it gets worse as you get hot and you're just trying to breathe. Especially going to that cowl. Or the armored Batman that's it's not tight, but it's also heavy and the padding is surrounded by foam to make sure you form fit and stuff.
right.
So your answer isn't a whole lot different than mine. Like when my wife was like 6 months pregnant, I was the heaviest I'd ever been and feeling like crap. I was tired all the time. And I was like, man, and this is what I told her. I was like, I don't want to be the fat dad who can't chase his kid around and have fun. Like, I don't want that. I
Mm,
don't want to be the guy where the kid's like, come play with me, dad. And like, I can't get up because I'm just like exhausted. And so I was like,
right.
I'm getting back on track. I'm gonna get back on my program, and I'm gonna stick with it. And I have, and I lost 20 pounds in like 3 months, and you know, I was feeling better before I was looking better, which was really kind of neat. Um,
Yeah.
but the benefits of just taking care of yourself and the things you're able to do after that, I tell people all the time that I'm much healthier in my 30s than I ever was in my 20s because I had a desk job and I wasn't moving a lot and I wasn't doing a whole lot activity wise. It's so different. It's so different.
Well, the reason I wanted to do this particular topic for this episode is we're losing way too many people in this hobby right now, man. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to speculate what exactly it was, but man, I just want people to be healthy. I look at guys that come to the shop that I absolutely adore, and they let themselves go. They become unhappy. They turn around and they just stop taking care of themselves. All they do is pop
Yeah.
energy drinks all day and eat unhealthy. And then one day you find out they're not coming anymore, and you're like, why? And because they're gone, and it's a bummer because these are good people, man. These are solid people, very supportive, would give you the shirt off their back. But I think what it is I think you and I have had this conversation offline before, but essentially we will take care of a stranger, but we won't take care of ourselves. Like
Yeah.
we
100%.
give way more grace to strangers than we ever will to ourselves, and that's just a shame,
Well, and the
so
interesting part is you can better help people when you're in good shape to help other people, right? When you're in good health, like you can help other people. But if you're run down, worn out, and exhausted, and you're out here trying to give people something you don't have, like it doesn't work out for either of you, right? Like yeah, the
right.
effort is there, but and then you just drive yourself down worse, right? I've seen so many people just give so much to this one thing, whether it be work or school or other activities, and they just run themselves into the ground. And then things like what you mentioned happen. It's really sad.
Yeah, and so and the reason I'm preaching this too, and keep it lighthearted for a sec, because I don't want to be too serious, but you never know if you end up fighting a zombie ninja. No, here it is. You end up fighting a zombie ninja, you got to be in shape.
This is wild. Where did you even find this?
Oh man, more of a bar crowd for this one.
That is, I don't know where you find this stuff, Lou. That is wild, man.
That was sent to
Wow.
me by George. He sent that one to me, and I was dying when I saw it. I was like, "What is going on, man?" That you know, those are classic
Well, there
movies
you
right
go.
there, man.
You saw it and it happened. See, be ready to fight
Yeah,
a zombie ninja. It can
yeah, you,
happen.
yeah. You start fighting a zombie ninja, you gotta be in shape. You know what I mean?
You don't take care of your limbs, he's going to take them from you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, our I got to announce our winner for our giveaway. But
Oh,
first, I want to remind people that we do have a discount code. You'll be giving me an update on yours here soon too. But our discount code right now, and it's in the description as well. You can use this at our website right now. Aegis 15. That's Aegis 15. That is AEGIS 15. And you can use this on our website. And that is in addition to the initial 10% that you get off when you first sign up on the website. So if you subscribe on there, you enter this code at checkout, you end up with 25% off anything that's on the shop right now. And that means anything on the shop that's for sale right now. So if you go to aegiscomicsalaska.com and use this code for checkout, Aegis 15, AEGIS 15, and you can save up to, if it's your first purchase, 25% on any item on the website. We got stickers, we got shirts, we got exclusives. I mean, we got it all, man. So check us out. And yeah, there's no restriction. So if you want to use it for when we start posting our Comic Con tickets, you can use that for that discount as well. So yeah, Aegis 15. And the winner, and I'm gonna put you on the spot here for a second. I'm gonna put you solo while I go get the damn prize because I'm silly like that. Let me go grab the prize real quick.
Oh, jeez, leaving everybody. Well, what's up, everybody? I don't have control of the comments, so I can't see it. But since Lou forgot the giveaway, my gosh, what's wrong with that guy?
All right.
Oh, that's awesome, Dave. Pokemon cards and Hot Wheels. That's pretty sweet. Is that all you collect, or is that stuff you just sell?
Let's see.
I know you posted this a while ago. I saw it initially, but it keeps popping up, so I'm like, I'm just gonna ask about it.
Let me
Lou sounds like he's rearranging out there. Hear that?
Yeah, then the dog's barking. But here we go. Here, so
Oh, we're back.
this right here is an exclusive because it is the. What did he explain? It was essentially the like original draft, uncorrected, signed by him.
What he couldn't legally sell.
Yes. Oh yeah. So it is signed. By Mr. Griffith. Hey, what's going on, man? Thank you, man. Hyper, thank you so much, man. You are solid, brother. There's my brother from Canada. I met him through Spine Ticks.
Congrats, Hyper. Awesome job, brother.
This dude is solid, man. Really like him. I look forward to meeting him in person in Canada one day, or maybe try to trick him into coming to our Comic-Con. You're right across the way from us, man.
Yeah, it's like a couple miles, man.
Yeah, we need to drag Hyper across. But our winner is Garrett. Garrett.
Oh, congratulations, Garrett.
Garrett Larson. So he is our winner, and that was for our last week's giveaway, which is this book here, and then he also, just the way things work, he also won the $50 coupon on the website. So he gets $50 to use on the website for anything he wants. So congratulations,
and
Garrett,
apply your
man.
discount code.
Hell yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, man. We need to get you up here, my brother. We need to get you up here, 100%.
Move it up to priority, Hyper. Move it to priority.
Yeah, we'll help you. We'll help you get here, man, for sure. And so, yeah, Garrett Larson, congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. I keep the crowd in my basement. I bring them up,
All right.
give them a treat, and then they got to go back in the basement there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, one job
Oh,
once a
man.
week for about 10 seconds.
yeah. Whew. So I know that you teach the Diamond Dallas Page yoga. And,
I do.
Why did you get into that? What inspired you? I mean, I need to know it all. Why and
I'll try
what's,
to keep
what's
it
the
brief.
benefits? Yeah.
It's kind of long, but so I've been into professional wrestling since I was 13. One of my best friends to this day, Trevor, we've been friends for 25 years now, and he got me into pro wrestling. I started watching WCW, which is the program that Dallas was on at the time, and then a little while later, as WCW fell and was bought by WWF and all this different stuff, we fast forward, and I'm in professional wrestling by this point, like 10, 12 years later. I'm doing it myself. And me and my buddies for Alaska Pro Wrestling, we were going to go represent ourselves at this thing called the Cauliflower Alley Club down in Las Vegas. It was in April. And Dallas was there inducting Jake the Snake Roberts into their Hall of Fame while also cross-promoting the Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts documentary that they made.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was my first opportunity to meet Dallas. The program was kind of in its infancy back then. I mean, I think it was barely even being called DDP Yoga at the time.
Right.
It was originally YRG, Yoga for Regular Guys. Like, that was the original title of it. And because he was trying to get the stigma around yoga and men, right? So
Yeah.
And then Yoga Doc looked at me. He's like, "Dude, use DDP. Like, it's not going to sell without it." So he did that. Um, yeah, absolutely hyper. I'll tell you a testimony here in a second, but so I met him back in 2013. That was the first time I ever did the program. I was on and off the wagon for years. And then the story earlier about my wife being 5 months pregnant, I'm like, I'm getting back on the wagon. I'm staying on it. Um, and so, I really start to see results really quick. And for accountability, I would post my workout on Facebook every day. And I'd tell people, I'm like, if you don't see me post, like, call me out. Like, I want to be consistent. And so, now the streak is 1,510 days straight, right?
Wow.
But uh, now it's just an everyday thing. But the cool thing is that about a year into doing this, people started messaging me saying like, "Hey, we're seeing what you're doing. Like, we're seeing results, but like, tell us about it." And so then, like, people started asking me, like, you should be an instructor, and we could come to your classes and stuff. So I never had a desire to become an instructor until people started asking about it. So December of 21, I think, is when I got my instructor certification. And so I teach at the Y 3 times a week now, and things like that. So, but I started doing it because I had a sedentary job. I was in pain all the time from when I got out of pro wrestling, because when I would train 4 nights a week for 4 hours a night, and the old 80s style rings, we're talking like a little bit of canvas and plywood, right? It's not the flex rings what you got now.
Wow.
And then when we have shows, I work 2 or 3 times a night because our roster was so small. And for the entertainment, I would do the biggest bumps you could think of. Like, I'd go on the gorilla presses, I'd be going off the top, like whatever it took. And Sundays were always such a hard day because I was just such a mess. So my back was a mess. I was just like, my whole body was pretty beat up. And so when I got back into DDPY, I was like, well, who knows better than a professional wrestler, right? Like, he's been there, done this.
Right.
So yeah, it's taken me such a long way. Um, but Hyper, to kind of really comment on what you said, I got a student in my class. His name is Justin. He came to me last year at 485 pounds. Uh, Last month, he weighed in at 366. So,
Wow.
like, he's lost over 120 pounds just putting in the work, like changing his nutrition, staying consistent, right? He brought in a 7X shirt that he used to wear to the class on Thursday night, and he can literally hide inside it now. He was
That's
580 at
insane.
his heaviest. 580. So
Wow.
DDPY is everything everyone says it is, as long as you put in the work, as long as you know, as long as you're trying, right? Because you can't outwork a bad diet. You can't just take a bunch of time off and say, "Well, I feel better," right? Like, you've got to stay on it. It's not, no program is like that, right? But anyway, I could go on all day about how amazing it is. I really have a big passion for teaching, and anybody who wants to get in. I've worked with people who have had strokes. I'm working with someone who, like, survived an aneurysm. I'm working with someone who, like, is a diabetic, and like all kinds of stuff. So you get to walk with all kinds of life, and you get to help meet them wherever they're at and still help them improve. So it's a real privilege.
Yeah, I've been seeing those transformation videos. He's been on a bunch of podcasts and everything else, and
Oh, he's done TED Talks and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, and
Yeah.
just showing the benefits, and you can't argue results. Period. You
No,
can't argue results.
no, you can't.
I had people arguing with me just for a moment about my diet, and I was like, bro, my clothes are baggy. You guys know me personally. I
Right.
promise you it works, but I had to do a complete life change. It had nothing to do with just because if I wasn't committed, the diet doesn't work. If I wasn't committed, the
Well, that's
exercise
the
doesn't
key.
work. You
That's
got to be
always the
committed.
key.
Yeah, and you got to have your motivation, right? Who you doing it
Yeah.
for? And I think at the end of the day, what people forget, especially in this hobby, right? Because this hobby has a lot of solo people, man, right? Like not antisocial, like introverts. A lot of introverts,
Yeah.
right?
Which is
And
really interesting, all things considered, right?
right, yeah, right. And some of these guys are some of the best people I've ever met in my life, like honest to God. But I think what happens is we all notoriously in this hobby just don't like ourselves sometimes. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I don't say a vast majority of us, but there's a good group of us, that either had a sedentary lifestyle or introvert. When you look in the mirror, you don't like what you see, right? And until you get to that point where you start to learn to love yourself and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna start liking what I see, and I'm eventually gonna start loving what I see staring back at me in the mirror. You got to make that decision for yourself. No one can make that for you. I just try to motivate people to tell them, hey man, don't wait until you're in the hospital bed to make that decision.
Yeah,
You know,
right. Don't wait till it's
you
too
know,
late to start trying to make changes, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and appreciate what you have right now. The fact that you can do something right now. There's people. I've said it before on other videos. There's people over in Providence. There's people in hospitals all over the nation right now that can't. They don't have a second chance like you do right now. They can't do what you're doing, what you can potentially do right now. That time is gone, and they wish
Yeah.
for. They're begging God to have your opportunity.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, when I first started doing this, I remember I got about a month in, and I remember being really frustrated one day because I wasn't feeling like I was getting results. And on the app, Dallas has progress photos to remind you where you are and where you were at,
Oh
right?
wow!
Yeah, it's really cool. And Nicole always does my photos for me, so she's like, she picked up the thing one day. She's like, "You haven't made progress, huh?" I was like, "I don't feel like I have." And she showed me my phone. She's like, "That was last month." And like my foot was like way
Wow!
lower in the roundhouse, and like I had shaved off a bunch of
Wow!
inches off my belly and stuff. I didn't see it, and she did, and she reminded me like that. I think that was like a big turning point for me that I got more excited that I wanted to like start doing the streak because I was like, then she showed me what I was just hitting myself hard about that I refused to acknowledge. I was like, oh yeah, I I'm doing better than I think I am. I'm not the same. I'm not the same by far. I didn't step back for a minute and look at the comparison. So yeah, yeah, take advantage of what you got because you don't. I visit a lady in our church all the time, like once a week. She's stuck in a bed, like she's never gonna get
Right.
out of it. And she hurts all the time, and like it sucks. Like that scares the hell out of me to think that that could ever be me, right? And it still could, right? If some unfortunate thing
Did you think that was
occurred.
ever gonna be you,
No, no, man, no way. That was on
bro?
Baldy last weekend.
Bro, I'm so proud of you, dude. Like, super proud of you, man.
Hey, thanks so much. Look, you know, said something a moment ago in the comments. He said Dallas looks like a genuine guy that just looks like he wants to help people. Dude, as someone who's been in his presence many times, it is true. It is true. He actually brought a bunch of complete strangers into his house to film a documentary called Change or Die. In fact, the famous boxer Butterbean was one of those guys who looks freaking phenomenal right now if you haven't been following him. Um, that dude was slouched over, couldn't walk, no nothing. Now he's upright and like it's wild. Um, yeah, he just I there's a thing with Dallas where you're like you commit. Like he doesn't dance on the ropes with you. He doesn't like you don't put two toes in and pull them back out or drop your foot in. Like you get in. Um, I've seen some people come around, right, that just weren't there yet. They just weren't ready, and it's like I can't make you commit. Like you got to want this yourself. Like this is at the end of the day, it's up to you. Like I can bring you all these resources, but if you don't want to change, I can't help you, right? And that's just
Right.
the kind of the golden rule with any fitness, right? If they're not motivated, nothing you say will change anything, right? And it's hard because you know love my friends. But when I was 16, my smallest friend was about my age and 250 pounds, and my heaviest friend was about 400,
Right.
right? But they were between 250, 450 pounds, like all of them. Like I was a stick, and I just remember saying like, man, like it scares you. Like one of my buddies, like he's already had a heart attack and he's barely like 40 something, right? He's had like he's a diabetic and all this stuff, and like I love him, and we've all tried to talk to him, but you get concerned like you're gonna get that call one day that you don't want to hear, you
Right.
know. And so anybody who's on the fence, like don't be, because nothing can go wrong from investing in yourself and your fitness and your health. Everything around you improves when you take care of yourself.
100%. 100%. Yeah, it's funny because now all of a sudden things have flipped. It's actually become pretty contagious, and I'm super happy about it because oh, let me share this. You
Yeah,
see that
yeah. Check
here?
this out.
How do I do that? Let me
I don't
see.
know. Just hit the share screen. Ooh, that's the rain's coming down hard. Oh, that's hail actually. Getting hail over here.
Oh, I'll just assign it to 3, and then let me see here real quick. Let me see if it'll work. Cause I'd like to show that real quick. Hold on. 3. Oh, it's. I need to assign it to guest 2. Hold on one sec. So right there. All right. Here we go. And then I'm gonna go. Let's see if that works. Oh, perfect. Let me delete that here. But yeah.
So this is Dallas and I at Summit down in Smyrna, Georgia, in 2022. I've been fortunate enough to be invited down there a few times, and uh, work out live with him and whatnot. Uh, he just everything was awesome.
Yeah.
Scotty Riggs
God.
was awesome. Yeah, he did the teeth thing first with the program with oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm blanking his name. Positively Unstoppable. He does the program every single year, but check out Positively Unstoppable Challenge. He does it every year. It's pretty cool. But this is Dallas and I. This is down there in Smyrna, the performance center that he built. Got to work out with him, 3 or 4 days in a row, and multiple other instructors and stuff. It was just a flipping blast. It was
So
amazing.
awesome. Yeah, we are starting to see transformations in the whole community. Hyper, you're pretty slim, so I can't really use you as an example. From what I've seen of you, you appear very healthy. Um, Nemesis Prime from the Comic Com podcast, that dude's been working out like a monster. Uh, uh,
Awesome. I love to
uh,
hear that stuff.
yeah, what's his name? The 3 Men in the Basement, Otto from the Grotto, and Roger. He they were well. Otto, he didn't seem to be too out of shape actually, because he's always been a power lifter. But he's like, when we got to meet them in person in Connecticut, like Roger was completely different. Like Roger was like
Yeah.
super slim. And he had been doing I think they did the keto diet is what they did, but they were also
Okay.
working out. But the keto diet, diet and exercise go hand in hand. I argued that forever. I tried Ozempic. I really did. I want people to know that I tried those Ozempic injections. I did that for like 3-4 months,
Is
lost
that
weight.
like hormones and stuff?
Yeah, it came right back. Came right back. Because if you don't have a lifestyle change, it comes right back.
Yeah.
Like right back. It's an injection in your stomach once, in the fatty part of your stomach. Like it's almost like an insulin injector, because it was
Yeah.
designed for diabetics, is what it was, right? And what
Yeah.
it does is suppresses hunger. But if you haven't changed your habits,
Yeah.
uh, you're still feeding yourself bad stuff. So, oh, I'm on Ozempic. I'm still eating McDonald's. I can only eat one Big Mac instead of two now. You're still poisoning yourself.
It's interesting. I see Ozempic commercials on my YouTube ads all the time, like when I'm watching videos and stuff. So it's funny you bring that up because I've been seeing an increased amount of those.
Yeah, Hyper man, you look like someone that can get right back on it though, man. You'll be straight. Yeah,
And what matters is you are back on it,
yeah,
brother.
that you're
Like
on back on it,
that's what
man.
matters.
Yeah,
I was on and
yeah.
off the DDPY wagon so many times over a decade. Like, yeah,
I'm gonna try to get Hyper on the show here, and I promised that I'd get on his show at one point. Hyper's like, man, I love listening to him because about this hobby, he's the man, and he's so articulate, man, and it's the stereotypical friendly Canadian. So yeah,
oh, nice. Well, get me
yeah,
info on his show. I'd like to check it out.
yeah. He Hyper is definitely a stand-up guy, man. I hope your show is doing well. Hyper, if you type in the comments the link to your show, and I'll share it with everybody. But
Yeah, I'll go
essentially,
subscribe.
since he's commenting, if you just click on him, it should take you to his page, and just make sure to give him a subscribe, please. Give him a follow. He's definitely worth it. Yeah, the other one that I saw, I don't know, Hyper, if you saw this, Bueller, big old, big old dude, Bueller from Bueller Comics with Bueller, Coffee and Comics with Bueller. That dude is like a brick. You know what now? But
Yeah.
okay. Well, people still give him a subscribe, give him motivate him, because if he has enough followers, he has no choice but to put some content out. And Hyper, I'll send you a link for if you're available next Saturday. You join on with Brandon and I, and get you on the show. I don't want to blindside you right now because you just be looking
Right.
in the camera like this.
Right. And
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be an honor if you came on the show. Dude, the reason we're preaching this fitness thing right now, we're losing too many people. Losing too many people, man. The comic historian passed apparently too.
I saw that a couple days ago.
They're
And
too
it was
young.
sudden. Way sudden. Yeah,
They're
I
too
was like,
young,
man.
man. I
I read that on Twitter
Yeah, I saw
or X.
Gem Mint posted, and he said, yeah, it was back to back. We lost TiVo and we lost and we lost comic historian, and this dude had like 1 million followers, man.
Yeah.
But these guys, they got it. I don't know what happened to them. All I can say is that I don't want to lose nobody else. So please, if you haven't started yet, start taking care of yourself. Guys, I was in a lot of trouble, man. They still don't know if I have cancer. I have pain 24/7. My joints were completely destroyed. I have nerve damage right side of my body, but I'm able to function right now because I changed my diet and I changed my activity levels. Just having this German Shepherd that I have now, plus these other two monkey dogs that I have, getting out there with them every day, because that Shepherd, he's a year old. He would destroy my house if I didn't wear him out. I take him out
Yeah, they
every
would.
day. Even if it's raining, I take him outside and we walk. And that's the other thing too. You don't even have to run, guys. Just walk. Walking is actually proven to be better than running on your joints.
Yeah, so the impact to your body and your joints. Yeah, running heavier and things like that is really actually negative.
Well, you've been on this fitness journey a lot longer than me. If if I had not started anything, what would you recommend to me? Talking to me straight up, like, "Hey Lou, I'm concerned for you, but you need something, a checklist of what you need to do right now to get started immediately." What would you tell me to do?
Well, I'm going to preface by saying, guys, I'm not a doctor, right? This is just
Yeah,
my
yeah,
thoughts and
yeah,
viewpoints,
dude.
right?
If we're on a comic book show, ain't nobody here a doctor, man.
Well, I know there are people, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not saying
yeah,
anybody here, but you never know. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
first is you said just start having some level of activity. Take a walk, get up and move about, and just start focusing on your diet. The very first thing you could do is just start calorie counting initially, like not even necessarily changing your diet, but just reducing how much calorie intake you have per day. Early on, that actually works quite a bit with most people. That's what I did at first. And when I started to plateau, I started moving to like, all right, I need to really start changing what I ate. I was already doing that. The peak of my weight loss, I was still doing like Papa John's pizza once a week, watching Picard when it was playing on TV, right? Like that was my day to relax and enjoy the food I love. And the thing is too is you don't have to ditch the foods you love to pursue your health journey. You just got to be careful about how much you're taking in, right? If you
Right.
have a lot of great proteins, limit your carbs and fats. You want to go have that ice cream cone. You want to go have a slice or two of pizza. That's not going to wreck your diet, but it can't be the majority, right? It just can't. And so a little bit of activity just start. You can't outtrain a bad diet. It's one of Dallas's favorite things to say. You
Mm,
can't outrun a bad diet. It
that's
just, you
true.
can't. And so, Lou right here is living proof that changing his diet has probably been more profound than going outside. It really
Wow.
has. But you're also getting your body used to using muscles again, and you're going to start strengthening those things. So you got to understand, like, you people make this mistake. It's like the New Year's mistake. They just jump in and they're like, "Oh, I need to go in at 1,000 miles an hour," and then they're done in a week because they hurt, because they're exhausted, and they haven't seen a result. And
Right.
you're like, "Well, no, you haven't. You've done this for a week, and you jumped into something that you shouldn't be doing yet, right?" But we're such a convenient people, right? We just want everything now, and that's not how fitness works. Like, you've got to put in the time, you've got to be patient, you got to give yourself grace when you're not. Just that's exactly right. Like, just start being conscious of what you're doing, and I promise you, you will see changes. One of the things I like about the DDPY program is that it has nutrition section, it has progress photos section, it has measurements section, it has workouts for people who are, people who are not very mobile, like chair workouts. They got DDPY PT. They've got beginner, medium, advanced, custom workouts, power cuffs. Like, I love this program because it is so versatile, and it can meet you literally wherever you are in your mobility and your weight. You know, my guy Justin, he came to my class the first week, and that dude was taking in air at 25 minutes. I was generally a little concerned for him at first. I was like, man, like,
Right.
it's an any level of fitness workout, but like, he was just gasping. Now that guy goes a full hour and doesn't blink, right? But he
Wow.
but he just, you know what he would do, Lou, when he got super tired, he would sit on the mat and he would keep flexing. Like, we'd be in like in DR curls, and he'd sit down and he would just move with us, right? He would just do it, but he wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
He would finish the
Yeah.
workout, right? Like, consistency. I call him Mr. Consistent. That's his nickname, because he doesn't give up, right? And that's,
Yeah.
you're going to have those moments where you're going to say, to hell with this program. I want my sugar, or I'm exhausted today. Listen to your body. You don't have to work out every single day. You don't have to do something every single day. If you need a break, you take a break, right? And that's the thing I think people miss. Like, we're not going to go from, being overweight to in muscle and fitness in a month, right? Like,
Right.
those things take years. It just, give yourself some grace and listen to your body. Make those small and meaningful changes, and as you see that progress, it's going to encourage you to do more when you lose a little weight. The last part I'm going to say is non-scale victories, right? The scale is not everything in your
Right.
fitness journey. When you start eating better, you start having more energy, you sleep better, you think better, you're a better attitude, you're better around the people that you hang with. Like, there are changes that come mentally, right? And that's where it starts. You can't change physically until you change your mindset. Like, once you grasp that, there's nothing in your body that can really stop you. Justin is a prime example of that.
Right.
Anybody else his size could have sat down and said, I can't. And when we do my class, that's my rule, Lou. There is no I can't. There's I can't yet.
Right.
Don't tell me you can't, because if you say that, you've already dictated the outcome. So
And
I'm
that
going to leave
that
it at that. But
no, you're right, because it connects to everything. It connects to your relationships. It connects to your successes or failures in business or at work or anything else. You have got to uh, believe that you can get something done. Right. You have to believe that you can uh, that you have the ability to improve. That you can change. That's critical. Um, for me, the carnivore diet, and I just put in the comments a link for the fitness scale and app. It's our Amazon link. You just click on that. We're in the Amazon affiliate. There's no, you don't pay any more or any less. Basically, if you do make a purchase of this scale with the app, which is a fitness tracker, then I don't know, we get like 5 cents on on it, but 5 cents is better than nothing. So
Lou's going
please
to put it on your
consider
next
clicking on the link.
giveaway.
Yeah, yeah. But it's an affiliate link, so please consider clicking on it. Even if you don't decide to buy it, it's good. It's good to take a look at. This is the exact scale and app that I use to track my body fat, my my fitness journey, my measurements, everything else. It's all so you step on the scale. It has these electronic transmitters. You can't feel it when you step on there, but essentially you're connecting a circuit and it sends a signal through your body and it measures your body fat and everything else. It's actually pretty cool. So here,
That's awesome.
yeah, so it's not bad at all. So that link that I just sent you guys here, let me see, let me try a screen share here. Boom, boom, boom. Screen share. Let's see. Yeah, that's it right there. So that's the. Whoops. Yeah, that's the scale right there, and it comes with the app included, and it's like $23, guys. So it's like it's like
Wow.
super. Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
it.
$23.74. $23.74 on Amazon right now.
To be
Amazon Prime.
tracking body fat and stuff like that too. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and I use it religiously, and it keeps me on track. Um, I agree with you. Don't chase the scale because you could get discouraged sometimes. But at the same time, it does hold me accountable. Where I'm like, okay, I had,
Oh yeah,
I think I cheated or I didn't do that workout. Let me go get that workout in real quick.
it's still a measuring stick, but it can't be the only one.
That correct, 100%. Because there was times where I looked and I was like, oh man, I went up 2 pounds, but I look in the mirror, I'm like, wow, but I look good though. Okay, so, and I'm
Hmm.
not saying that out of ego, like I look healthy. Okay, oh my God, I almost got a six pack. What the hell is going on here? And
Yeah,
for the carnivore diet in my case, because I'm pre-diabetic and everything else, my labs number one have come back solid. Uh, it's it's almost messed up my doctors because they're like, hey man, there's stuff wrong with you, but your labs are saying different. So but with that being said, so the carnivore diet, I started it within the first 2 weeks. I lost 25 pounds, and then the third and fourth week I was losing anywhere between 1 pound and half a pound a day, and then it just started leveling out. There are people that do the carnivore diet that end up losing 100 pounds in a 60-day period. There's some people that lose 60 pounds. I'm in that 55, almost 60-pound loss range, and that took
that's
me
awesome,
just
man.
about 3 months. Yeah, and but I coupled that with exercise as well. But they feed each other, right? Because if you feel health, if you're not feeling, if your stomach's not all bloated from McDonald's and stuff, it doesn't keep you out of the gym. So then you're
Exactly.
able to go to the gym and do your stretches and do your yoga and do all these things. And that's the other thing too. I've incorporated a lot of stretching now. You've motivated me, and my martial arts background. I had to start doing that, man. I had no choice. The picture that you have here right now, I want to share that. Can you give me? Is it okay for me to share your screen?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's why I brought it up for. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, we
So
share this on the DDP Yoga Facebook group that has like 80,000 people. I don't think we'll have a problem here.
yeah. So explain what we're looking at here.
So this is my guy Justin right here. This is my kind of my poster boy, right? So this was the picture from last Thursday night that we talked about. This is 7X shirt when he was at his heaviest. And I love the Stone Cold tank top, by the way. So I were friends. Um, but yeah, but he literally like let me see if I can pull up the other photo here. Like he was literally to hide himself in it.
Wow.
It's so cool. Yeah. Like we're tracking his goal to be under
Wow.
300 before the end of the year. So, and he hasn't been there in like I don't know,
Man.
well over a decade and whatnot. But this guy, like, he just shows up all the time. Like he just
Yeah. That
he's.
is awesome.
I don't know what he's gonna say when he finds out that I share this. He'll probably just laugh at me because he's like, "You're always bragging about me." I was like, "You don't brag enough about yourself, bro." But
Love yourself, man. You should be proud of that, buddy. Be
that's what I
proud
told
of
him. I
that,
was like,
man.
you know how many people you can inspire to start making changes too? The ones that are also 580 saying I can't. Like
That's right.
that's what I want the message to be. This isn't just about like, oh, look at me. This is, hey, you can do it too,
Yeah.
right? Like stop telling yourself you can't, and look at this guy. He's proof it can be done.
Oh yeah. If you go to, let me see if I want to bring up Bueller real quick. Bueller was a big boy, man. He just posted a before and after. See if I got him here. Comics with Bueller.
Yeah,
Comics.
he got real excited because I help him with his measurements all the time, and like he
Yeah.
has bicep and tricep definition now. Like he is so excited.
Wow. Man, that makes me so happy.
Yeah,
Ooh,
like he's not just dropping the fat, like he's building muscle now too. Part of this program is so great because it's low impact to your body, but we combine dynamic resistance and sports rehabilitation therapy, and but we also get the benefits of flexibility and mobility that yoga is supposed to give you. So you get a high intensity workout, you get your heart rate up, and one of the side effects sometimes is fat loss. So it's so cool.
man. Yeah, it's super inspirational, man. The transformation stuff always inspires. I'm trying to find Bueller's page here real quick. Let me see if I can find him here, because
Well, that's what I was saying about
I
him.
posted my stuff, but dude, this dude is like cock diesel right now, man. He turned his fat to guns, man. His arms are like off the
That's so
chain. Like,
cool.
oh, there he is. Here, let me
Yeah, switch it out. I got to see this.
yeah, let me go screen share here. I want to show everybody the before picture because it'll be more impressive. And he posted a before. Jesus, this dude lost so much weight. I feel like he's been posting so much in shape now that I got to scroll all the way back to find
You
his out of shape
can't find
photo.
one.
Yeah, I'm trying to find his out of
Wasn't
shape
that funny how
photos.
your confidence boosts after you start feeling and looking
Oh,
better,
here's a
right?
good one. Here's a good one right here. Here. Uh, yeah, check this out.
Man,
Big,
that
big difference, man. I'm so
yeah.
happy for him because I mean that's what he was looking like last year, man.
And he did it in a
Seriously,
year.
that's how I felt. Yeah, and now his latest photo is dope, man. I loved it. Some people, oh, he's showing off. I'm like, yeah, you should show
Why
off,
not?
especially in
Yeah.
our age group. You know, when we're in our
If
fifties
you're
and stuff.
jealous, you got
Hell
some
yeah,
work to do.
yeah. Look at this dude, man.
Shoot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Monster mode, man. He's in beast mode. That's what I'm happy
That's
for him, man.
oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Get it. Get it.
Wow. Congrats,
Yeah,
Bueller,
man.
man. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Look at that smile too, man. Like that's I know that look. That's that look of okay, I'm happy with what I'm seeing in the mirror for the first time in a
Well,
long
that
time, you
right.
know?
That's I'm a genuinely happy with who I am right now, right?
Yes.
One of the things about
Yes.
Justin was like seeing who he was before, he got started. Because the funny thing is I work, for New York Life, as you know, and
Yeah.
he came there as an agent, and it wasn't for him. And ended up leaving. But the funny thing is I'm a shameless, I'm a shameless plugger. So I hung my certification award like on my desk where everybody who walked by could see it, and he saw it and he asked me about it. And then he started joining my class, and he left New York Life not long later. But I remember one day he came to me. He's like, you know what? He's like, I didn't come to New York Life to be an agent. He's like, I think I came to find you because he was just talking about his weight loss and
Wow.
stuff. I was like, man, like that got me because I was like, I I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? Like
Yeah.
this is what he needed in his life, and his mentality has changed so much, man. He used to he used to not go for nothing that he wanted to go for, and like now he's always trying stuff that would normally scare him. And I'm like, there you go, like that's the confidence level that putting in the work can instill in you, how it changes you. So it's just he's such a privilege to watch, and just you know he just he's growing like in a different way. Like his mentality is so different than day one, right? He's
Right.
shrinking, but he's growing, right?
I
It's so cool.
Bro, I was looking at my wedding photos. I was a state trooper. I was a sergeant, and man, I had the big old trooper sergeant gut and everything. And yeah, I already showed this picture for those of you that are just joining. I mean, I had no choice, man, because the doctors were like, "Bro, you may not be here for too long. You don't change your lifestyle." And this is my transformation photo, man. That was younger me to the
Yeah.
left, and that's me now. You know, and I mean, I'm still a work in progress, but bro, I never
Yeah, but you
thought
can't deny those results, though. I
no.
mean,
And
you know,
that's 90 days. That's 90 days. 90 days, guys. Where am I going to be
that's
in a year? I don't know. But I'm living my day. I'm living my life one day at a time, man.
that's that's so freaking cool, man. And that's that's just a testament to anyone who just wants to change something. Like you ain't got to do DDPY. You don't have to do the carnivore diet. Find something that works for you, right?
Yeah,
Just that's that's the thing. Like
that's
just
right. I don't care
if
what you
something,
use. Just do something and commit to it. Commit to a lifestyle change.
yeah, yeah. I hate the word diet because it's just like it sounds so
Yes.
temporary, right?
Right.
Like lifestyle change. Like this is it. Like this is
Yeah.
not me anymore. I just want to share this
Thank
real
you, Hyper.
quick.
Yeah, please do.
Um, I'll give you a visual into kind of my life here, but
Oh,
um,
uh, uh, may I share it?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
All right, go for it. Wait.
yeah.
Oh, wait, wrong one.
Uh-huh.
Next page. There we go. And there.
There we go. So I don't know if you can zoom or whatnot. I don't know how that works.
You have to if you go command and plus or control and the plus symbol, it'll zoom in. Control and plus. There you go.
Okay.
Keep doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It pays to have nerd
Yeah,
friends. They teach
yeah,
me
cool, cool,
stuff.
cool. All right. So yeah, this was me in 2020. This is my wife is 6 months pregnant, and
Wow.
I'm like mega overweight. And I mean, it does look. I'm not compared to some people, right? That I guess I should be very careful how I use overweight, but I was,
Right.
and I was tired, and my posture was poor. I couldn't even bend over, right? Like this is, I always had a pretty good squat, which I was happy about. But seated, fold forward, I could not even touch my tiptoes, and I could almost put my face to the floor. This was the one that got me. This was the one I was like, that's as high as I could get my
Wow.
foot back then. And I just like I'm flabby. I
Wow.
got the man chest, and now we've got definition. This was months ago. I haven't. I'm a bad person. I haven't done my updates for a bit. I usually do
Wow.
these once a month, but these were the things that my wife was talking about. She's like, "Oh, you haven't made progress, huh?" And she's like, "Take a look at this," you know.
Wow.
Um, but I was tired
I'm
all the
proud of
time.
you, man. Yeah,
But
and that's the other thing too. Like, if you're wearing like baggy clothes, you'd look like a slim person back in 2020, right?
well, and the
Except
thing
for
was,
maybe
I grew up
the
around a
maybe a
bunch of
little bit of
heavier
belly.
people, and
Yeah,
I never felt heavy. I never felt overweight, right? Because I was
right.
always around a lot of bigger people, and so like it was hard for me to look that way. But when I sat down, I looked at it one day. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I just like literally stopped and stared. I was like, "This is that's it's wild,
Yeah.
right?"
You
So
definitely should be proud of yourself, man. And you carry yourself in a healthy manner. I don't know how to explain that other than when you're around people, like when people were around me when I was unhealthy, I dragged them down with me sometimes because maybe I'm
yeah,
hurt that day or your spirit just ain't right, man, because you ain't taking care of yourself, you know? And that's
yeah.
the only way I can really explain it. And so um, when I started taking care of myself, I felt, uh, Mike, man, you're another one, man. Like, I'm trying to keep up with you.
This is not
Yeah.
to be a shame session, Michael.
No, no, no. Mike is
This
good
is
people, man. Mike's been a friend of the shop for a long time,
no, I
man.
see the
Love you,
laughing
man.
emoji, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's still funny.
No, we man, I'm tired of losing people. We can't be losing any more people, man. Come on now. Um, but
Well, if I'm gonna keep fitting in that
yeah.
cosplay, like I got to do this, right?
Well, yeah, I got grandkids, man, and this takes a lot of energy to do these videos and stuff, and to get all this set up, and uh, and I got to have the energy to feed you energy. You know what I mean? Like, and you feed me
Yeah,
energy, and we try to keep the audience hype and positive message, right? You could tell if you look at some of my YouTube videos, you'll see where like, man, I was bumming out, man, because I wasn't happy with myself, and then you're looking at the status of your shop and everything else, and now here, I feel like I'm almost at this level, but I'm not there yet. This is my goal. If you'd like to see my goal here, hold on, let me see if I
oh,
can.
I'd love to see your goal.
Yeah, this is my goal
It's
here.
funny, something funny Jason used to say. He'd say, gotta stay spandex ready," and that's
Yeah,
always what's kind of kept my. That's always what's kind of kept
yeah,
me motivated too. That was one of my favorite things Jason ever says. "You gotta stay spandex ready. If you can look good in spandex, you can look good in anything you wear." So,
oh my God, let me see if oh yeah, here it is.
I miss the heck. I love how he just threw those 25 pounders like they were, 2
Yo,
pounders.
let me tell you something, man. My bucket list though is to go on the live set of one of those Bollywood movies. I would love to see these guys just filming one day. That's on my bucket
That would be
list.
legit. That would be legit for
God,
sure.
them dudes, they get after it, man. The
They
absolute
do.
ridiculousness, you know.
Yeah.
I just I love it, man. Good Lord, I love it. Um, Hey guys, for the guys that just joined, just a reminder that on our website right now, if you use this promo code AEGIS15, that's Aegis 15, no space, just all one word, Aegis 15, you get 15% off our website. Anything that's on the website. Anything? Anything on the website. Anything on the website. 50% off. And right now, if it's the first time you're registering on the site, you get an additional 10% off. So that's 25% off. 25% off, guys. That's a whole lot of money, man. It's a whole lot of money. So visit the website when you get a chance. Seems like a shameless plug, but come on, man.
I
We got
keep
to try
saying
to
I
make
still
some
need to get
kind
the
of money.
sticker. I say it every week, and then I don't get it. And then I come back and I say I need to get the sticker, and I don't.
It's AngelsComicsAlaska.com.
uh,
Dude, that'll be messed up if I clowned you. Don't be Green Ranger 1701. Get a
yeah.
sticker.
Or it could be like a 90s commercial, be like, I'll go right now, and start, doing the loud typing on my computer as I go to the website.
Yeah, yeah.
Lucy's like, what did I just see? That's hilarious. We're not
Oh my
sure
God.
either. We're not sure either.
Hey man, Bollywood is undefeated. Bollywood is undefeated. When they do an Avengers movie, have you ever seen some of those? I'm not going to look it up right now; it'll take too long. But but if you ever seen like their version of their superhero movies, way over the top. But I'll watch them all
Oh,
day,
yeah.
man. It's just so much, man.
Well, I mean, if
That
you ever look at the Sentai stuff of Power Rangers, right? Like,
oh my God.
talk about over the top, man.
Dude, I tell the story every so often, but when I was in the Navy, we were in Sasebo, Japan. I was in the Navy in 88 to 92. I think it was like 1990. We're in Sasebo, Japan at their mall area. And they were filming a Power Rangers episode right in front of the mall. We didn't know
Oh,
what
that's
we
so
were
cool.
seeing because it was
You were
before,
saying
it was
great.
probably, maybe it was 89 or 90. 'Cause it was before Power Rangers had hit the U.S. Had hit Fox Television, so it was
Yeah,
still
and
the
that's all
Japanese
93.
stuff. Yeah, so dude, we were like, "What are we watching? And why can't we
If I know
stop
my history
watching?"
correctly, Power Rangers was on air in Japan 20 years before it came to America.
Wow, wow.
That's why there was
Which is
so
why they
much
had
to
all that
utilize.
footage. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They literally, like, making episodes was so low cost, and they were making millions upon millions of dollars, and their shooting costs were so low budget. It was insane because they didn't need the
Wow.
the actors half the time, right? So
Yeah.
it was, yeah, and no special effects or anything because, like, once they were in the suits, that was all Japanese footage. It wasn't nothing they had to do. Like, if
Damn.
you ever pay attention, this is a really funny thing. I don't know if people notice it, but if you ever pay attention to Green Ranger's shield, you know when it's American and you know when it's Japanese. Because the Japanese one is more
Oh.
full and it's straight down, but the American one comes down and then over and then finishes the diamond. Like, whoever made it, like, wasn't paying attention. But if you look at his
Wow.
shield, you know who shot it, right?
Wow. So you knew it was Tommy.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was pretty
Man.
entertaining. Plus, the suits colors are different.
Yeah, I think Amy would not be interested, but I think for my also on my bucket list, I may have to drag you with me because I need a true Power Rangers fan. I want to go to PowerCon.
Oh, I went there back in 18. I went to Power Morphicon.
Yeah, I want to go to that, man. But I want to
So
take a
they
fellow
actually take
Rangers
you.
fan.
So they take you. If you sign up for, like, the big Ranger badge, they'll take you down to where the Power Rangers Command Center was, because it's
Nah.
like an hour. It's like an hour away. Yeah, they've used it in other shows too, but it's actually like a Jewish library. Um, it's a real facility that they've used in, like, Star Trek. They've used it in Power Rangers. but I didn't pay for that badge. And the day before I left, they have it like all gated off and security locked and stuff. But uh, hey Garrett, what's going on, brother?
And
But
Garrett,
I actually snuck
congratulations,
in
you
there.
won.
Oh yeah, you did win. I followed
Yeah.
a car through the security gates and
Yeah.
like snuck on there and did a bunch of pictures, and I left. Like, I totally did.
Wow.
It's
Dude.
probably, technically breaking and entering, but that was 7 years ago.
Hey,
So
hey, 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 we seen that. Hey, they let Sheldon get away with it on Big Bang Theory. They'd let you get away with
that's
it.
so true. But I was
God.
like, I'm not leaving here without visiting the command center. Like that's just, you can't have a true Power Ranger Morphicon experience without going to the command center. So I
Wow.
literally, and it was funny because I visited there, then I went to LA and got on my plane. Like,
That is
so
awesome.
and started home. But it was such a cool experience because Jason was there, Jason Font, all the Super Mega Force ones, which I really like. Like it was, I got this whole. You can check it on Facebook. I got a whole album of cool stuff I got to do, I spent way more money than I'll ever admit. But it was just like it was it was rad. It really was. It was one of
God.
my many meetings with Jason, which was really cool. Like he stopped his signings and did a big photo with all of his ambassadors that came from across the country. Like he literally just stopped what he was doing and just took a big photo with us.
Oh,
It
that
was
is
awesome.
awesome. That is
I miss
awesome.
that guy so much, man.
Oh
So
my
much.
God. Man. God, God. Well, we got to get ready to wrap up the show here because I've already creeped into Spine Tix's show.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Please remember to support us today by going to our online shop at www.aegiscomicsalaska.com. That's www.aegiscomicsalaska.com. And we use this money to fund Comic Con, to do our events where we're buying coffee and taking guys out on hikes. Not just veterans, we take guys out from the shop. And so Alaska Healing Hearts pays for the veterans and first responders, and I pay out of my pocket for anybody that's not a first responder or a veteran. And that way, everybody just feels welcome, if that makes sense, because we want it for everybody. And, I was joking about this as I bring this to an end here, but I was talking about the fact that it's so important that communities meld, right? Mesh together. Basically, the guys that served need to have friends that haven't served, so that because there's things that we can discuss healthy that have nothing to do with the stuff that gave us our trauma. It's important to have friends that are not in the
Yeah.
fields, the career fields that we chose, because it's refreshing. It really is, and I love it because I get to see things through another set of eyes. So, yeah,
Yeah,
and
when
I,
you
I
hang out in
expect it
those
to.
environments too much, like yeah, that's all it becomes about, right? And then neither of you are getting anything out of it, right? But when
Correct.
you start talking different interests and things like that really does change everything.
Yeah, you're literally one of the most interesting people I like hanging out with to drink coffee with, because it's always a different conversation. I'm not talking about the
It really
same.
is.
Yeah, so I really appreciate you, and guys, we appreciate you. Thank you for showing up to the
100%.
show, and we will be here again next Saturday, and we'll announce some more giveaways next Saturday, and hopefully we'll have some cosplay stuff and some other things. But Brandon, the official co-host now. I love you to death, man. Thank you so much, man.
No, thanks for joining
We
me.
don't
I
deserve you.
love our
We don't deserve you. We're
conversations.
not worthy.
No, not even close. Always enjoy being here. Love this show, and I love the interactions. You got cool folks that come on here, and look, there's nothing I love more than being surrounded by other positive, awesome people. So there's no better place to be when you get into environments like that. So
Thank you. Thank you. Make sure to switch over to Spine Ticks right now. And special thanks to our Blue Wrench commander, JS Creative Media. If you need a photographer, if you need someone that can help you with your social media campaigns, click on his link right now and he will help you out. Guys, you have an awesome evening. We love you. We'll see you next weekend. Take care of yourselves.